Okay, up to this point, it's been easy then to get them to follow me, so let's see if we can get them on board. Here, sheep. Trying to get out here, never been on the trailer. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Come on, Chuck. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Are you kidding me? Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Stay on, Chuck. Stay on. Here, sheep. 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 Just hoping he stays up there. Chuck, here. Here, Chuck. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Good boy, Chuck. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Come on, everybody, follow Chuck. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Here, sheep. Well, we're gonna have to manhandle those two, I think. Well, only a couple minutes later, Blackie and Todd didn't want to get on there, but Chuck stayed up there to close the door, and you know that instinct to flock, and they've been following Chuck all year. Guess which one's just walked right on there? Look at that. Off we go to the butcher. Chuck and the other two boys back there. It's a bittersweet day. I felt that the sheep have been very good to us. Very simplistic management practices and caring for them. Extremely healthy. We had the one accident where I believe the one broke its neck from bucking, but definitely going to be expanding the sheep operation. Specifically, these are lambs less than a year old going in for butcher, and we'll be selling to customers into 2026. So I just dropped off Chuck and the boys for slaughter, and you know, I got there, and you know, these are always not. I shouldn't speak in absolutes because it's only done it a few times now. But you know, you're pulling up and you're backing up, and you know the door's going to open, and yeah, right. It's a tough environment, right? You know, I give a lot of credit to the people that make these places go. You and I are great beneficiaries of their tough work. But in short, they had some complications with. It looks like a bull ahead of me as far as he broke some gates and so forth. And they had to bring the sheep in to an area they don't usually use, or through a route, if you will. And, you know, they asked, you know, hey, how do they handle? And, you know, I don't have, you know, a long history of handling them in stressful situations, but I said, you know, they do okay. So there's a short version, but you know, there's a long version, but the short version is the sheep followed me like through the plant, for lack of a better phrase. Typically where, you know, maybe a little bit more difficult to handle animals, you know, like literally just taking them through a floor. And, you know, Chuck just followed me, and it went really well to get them into an area that they don't normally go through. And, you know, saying you're proud of it isn't the right statement, but I was glad they handled the way that they did for the sake of everybody involved. But as I was closing up shop, the young man just came out from the butcher shop, and he said, I would just like to thank you for how you handle your animals. You know, they definitely cued off of you, low stress, and we can see that difference when those types of animals arrive. And, you know, sheep aren't, I haven't handled it enough to know whether they get volatile, or maybe flighty is the right word, right? Flighty, not volatile, you know, or trying to escape. And, you know, Chuck led the charge, literally just, I called him by name. You know, it's kind of bittersweet and sad too within that same frame, right? Leading him to his death. But they handled well. And I was very thankful and proud that guy took the time to come and thank me for the manner in which they were handled. So a good ending, if you will, with my goodbye to the sheep. Look forward to tasting Chuck and the boys.